Hello everyone, it's Chris aka Lady Taka, and it's time for this week's haul video, which is for August 3rd through August 16th, because I only found a few things last week, so I saved. So, my interesting find today, for $1, was this bear figurine that is Department 56. And the reason this was so funny was because at the beginning of the month, I found this bobcat, and they actually came in a set together. This wasn't a repeat of the Rummage sale. I got this at totally different part of town. So I will, in about 3 to 4 hours, depending on if I take a nap or not, add this to the listing for this and up the price, as they are now a set. Still not in their original boxes, but right now I have to wait for that because I had an offer out on this. So in case they want that, gotta let them take the offer. But I thought that was so funny. I only paid $0.25 for the other one last week. This was marked too, but I asked her if she'd take $1, and she said she would. So that was the funny one. And then we're going to stay on Christmas. I got a little bag of ornaments for $1, mainly because I saw this cool Lion King one. It may be missing a hair or two. I'm not 100% sure, although that doesn't feel like it has a hole for the hair to go in. But I figured that looked pretty cool as a Lion King mask alone. And then in the same bag had this cute little defending the flag ornament. And what's really cute about it is you can raise and lower the flag on it. So I thought that was cute. And then in that same bag there was a random bad eraser. It feels like an eraser, but I bet you it doesn't erase anything. But a little tree, which I could use crafting. And then randomly what looks like a tablespoon or teaspoon as Santa Claus, but it's definitely not a real measurement because there's not enough space in there. But we'll see if it's worth anything. I think that's all the Christmas. And I went to a free sale yesterday where it was a fully packed Rummage sale, but you just need to get rid of everything. So there was this cute peanut nut dish in a peanut shape. Nice paint job. And then I also got this guy, who I think reminds me of Don Quixote in that style because he's so tall. He's not perfect, but I got him for free. He still has something of a spear. And little wear on his butt here, a little wear on his shield, but he could have been battling. Overall, in pretty good shape. No tags on the bottom or anything. But I couldn't resist him, even though he will go over the 12 inches. I think he's like 20. 16 at the very least. And then yesterday, an estate sale for $1, I got this cute, I think, Cocker Spaniel. It reminds me of Lady from Lady and the Tramp. Planter. It's a Napco wear. The last one I had that was Napco wear dog planter was the little dachshund. So this may be in my little Napco wear book. We will see. Not that I use that for pricing, but I do a check mark every time I find one from it, whether I keep it or not. I have a hard time resisting a good planter, especially when those eyes are like that. Plus, I do have someone who on my Etsy shop is a regular Cocker Spaniel buyer. And similarly, I have someone who will buy almost every kitchen, which I find. This one I paid $1 for, and the woman said she got her while she was in Germany. And it's got this cute polka dot, but her secret is she's got gingham underneath. And then I've never seen this before. She has actual googly eyes behind her glasses. So, and then at the estate sale yesterday, I got this gorgeous, I think it's either Ellie Smith or Viking, red glass with orange rim. I think it's called a handkerchief, although it feels more like a giant scallop, but I only paid $1. It looks really pretty in the sunlight. Similarly, I found glass at the Legion sale. I think this is a recycled glass bowl, but I couldn't resist it because of this giant crab on it. And ironically, last week I found this metal lobster. So I was kind of having a metal animal theme. So at the estate sale yesterday for 50 cents, I got all these keychains for Tupperware. Only one seems broken. It's taped together, but the rest look like they still use their actual seals. I was sad they didn't have the one I actually want to replace. I had a Tupperware pencil sharpener that was like this. And it was immensely good during tests when I was an adjunct when I lived in New York. And then last week on the 8th, I picked up these for Cat Day. I think I spent 50 cents each. So you got Morris the cat mugs that stack together. And then similarly, yesterday at the Legion, I grabbed these stacking ones because they usually sell well. But when I did this, I didn't feel a chip, but they do have a chip out the side. So I'm not sure if I'm going to list those or not. The bottom one's perfect, but they still look good on a shelf from one angle, you know. So we'll see. I just have to investigate how it's chipped to see if I think it'll survive shipping or not. Did find a lot of metal animals this last 2 weeks. So for $1, I got this catwood. I assume with the long tail is a ring holder. Got little rhinestone eyes. And an interesting face, no markings. And then I did get for $1 a Bugs Bunny charm that I'll likely make into an ornament sun catcher. And this unmarked sun pin that looked like it was doing the evil grin at me and it was making me laugh. Probably paid 50 cents for that. Found this at a sale last week. It is a Splash Mountain picture frame. Original price $19.95. And you've got Brer Rabbit up top, Brer Bear, and Brer Fox. I grabbed it because you rarely find Brer stuff. The only thing wrong is their noses are a little rubbed, like people were rubbing them for luck kind of thing. So, thought that was cool. I got a beat up Batmobile for free at that free sale. This one is an Ertl 1989, but I'm not sure if that's just the copyright of the Batman that it's based on, because I think this is that 89 movie Batman car. That'll just go in Christmas Village. And then I got an elephant trinket box last week. Got little rhinestone and gold tone details. Open it. Paid $1 for that. And then this was part of my 5 I spent yesterday at the American Legion. Found 3 pewter-ish, well, 2 definitely pewter, and 1 I think might actually be pot metal. But these 2 are definitely Spoonique. They have the Spoonique S. So you have him standing up on his back legs. And then you have him trunk up. Just little tiny pewter things. And then this one has green eyes. I'm not sure if it's actually pewter or if it's just metal. He's sitting with his trunk up. And then my coolest find was this elephant box. And I kind of recognized it in the store or at the sale. It was packed by Sakeley's. That is our high-end gift candy shop around here. And it was priced at $45 originally. It is Harmony Kingdom. This one is called the Trumpeter's Ball. And it's supposed to represent a mouse scaring the herd, which Mythbusters proved is true. They are wary of mice in the wild. But I'm trying to find the mouse on it, and I haven't yet. But it's similar to the penguin one I got last year that had them having their eggs between their feet. And one of them ended up being an alligator one. I kept that one, but I'm definitely going to sell this one. But there's even on the inside a tail on the bottom. That's not loose. It's like a detail of someone's tail coming up through. But I thought it was just so cute. And of course, they just had them in a box, and these were actually separated, and I just happened to notice they were the same coloring. And I did look up. I will be able to tell when exactly this was made in 1996 because they change the color variation over the every 3 months of the year. But it's still cute and still pricey today. I know I went a little fast, but I'd like to get this uploaded so I can take a nap. And I didn't list much this week because I didn't, have the video last week, so I'd like to have some time to list as well. So I'll put my links for my Etsy and eBay Trashkateer Treasure stores down below. I will hopefully see you next week with another haul.